What's up, guys? Welcome back to this episode of the cage match between me and the rest of the world. Pretty unfair fight. I'd say it's a little bit tilted in my advantage. It would be, but this hand is just utter AIDS, man. Freaking 3 Dark World dealings and a Kashano. At least I can get the Kashano out of my hand. Luckily, it activates 1 day apiece, so I'm starting off with 7 cards. Chicken Game makes that 8 cards that I start off with, but even with an 8 card hand, I still have no plays. I just have to go into freaking Dark World dealings and pray mode. Luckily, we're facing off against King Pelagras. He's cool. I have to go for Where Art Thou and get Tuning Wear and normal summon him out just because I have no other plays. Like, this hand, I cannot emphasize how brick this hand was. Like, look at this. Right now, I'm 15 cards in my deck, and I still haven't made a Reagan, man. I'm now 17 cards into my deck, and I'm pitching freaking Chawa to summon out Nizuchi. Like, this should not be happening. So here, I activate Dark World Dealings and get rid of the Crust. Crust is going to activate and get me my Nizuchi. Just because I have too many tuners, I have Raven and Chawa, so I need some more non-tuners. I go for level 4 here instead of discarding for Raven, just because it'll net me more overall draws. I get Raven back from Crust just to discard anything in my hand that might be dead. Grimro will get me another Crust, and then I'll use Raven to discard it, and it'll get back one. And then I'll use Kashano just for style. I mean, there's no reason not to. It's the same result, but one more step. So here, by some miracle, freaking 25 cards into my deck, I'm able to get to the Quasar. And I set the Chicken Game over my other Chicken Game just so he can't use Chicken Game. At this point, it's not worth it to use a second Chicken Game since I already have the 2 Quasars. And here I go for Kushano just for style. I'm under 1 day apiece, so he can't do damage. Here I just pass. Here, he uses Night Beam, I don't care. He uses a second Night Beam, I don't care either. Pops my Chicken Game, whatever. None of the back row I set in this deck is real. He flips up Cyber Dragon Core, right? And he summons out Cyber Dragon Dre, and I'm kind of forced to negate Cyber Dragon Dre because Nova can just attack over Quasar. He activates Power Bond, and I'm forced to negate Power Bond because if he uses Power Bond and has another Cyber Dragon in hand, any Cyber Dragon, he can just make Cyber Twin Dragon attack over everything. But he has the Regeki follow-up. There's nothing I can do about that. Outscaled, outplayed. GG. But luckily, like literally before I recorded this, I swapped out my 3rd Quasar for a Shooting Star Dragon. Here, I'm trying to get some more advantage, but I'm freaking, what is that, 27 cards in my deck at this point. There's not much more I can top deck. I decided not to attack over his Cyber Dragon Core because Cyber Dragon Core has a really powerful engrave effect, which is you can banish it to summon any Cyber Dragon monster from your deck. Which means he could bring out like a Cyber Dragon and then just wreck my face from there. Anyways, he had the Cyber Dragon in hand, so we can see that he would have been able to make Cyber Twin Dragon. Here, I special summon out Chawa. I'm trying to think what I can make. I'm thinking I can go for a Reagan here, but I'm tilted. Tilted confirmed. I actually can't. I use Grimro just to see what's in my deck. Anything I get, I could have discarded for Kashano. But there's just nothing good left in my deck, man. If I get Cerbero, which is the only thing left that discards and special summon itself out, I'll just have too many tuners. If I get Lurie, I don't have any more Formula Synchrons. It's just a lose-lose-lose all around. Anyways, he uses Cyber Dragon Core's effect in the graveyard, which again, this is what I was afraid of and why I didn't attack over it last turn. The only reason why I attacked over Cyber Dragon this turn is because if he had like Galaxy Soldier in his hand, I didn't want to get just wrecked by that. But whatever, he summons out Cyber Dragon Zwei from the deck with Cyber Dragon Core. And he's able to make 101. Nothing I can do about it. 101 just too strong for this meta. He's been such a good sport, so I don't scoop on him immediately, but I'm just going to let him play it out and get the final attack. I just pass here. This is my I'm resigned that I'm gonna die phase. Here I see a play with a double summon that I can make TG Hyper Librarian, but it's a really desperate play. If I still ran No Thung, that might have been the better option. You're gonna see why in a second, but I don't run No Thung anymore. The reason why I don't is I don't run Level Eater anymore. Because Level Eater is just kinda trash. He activates that Dark Hole swag. And I'm like, GG, man. Yeah. So, remember that guy's name. I'm not gonna say why, but just remember the name King Pelagras. Duel 2, we're going up against Resident Caleb, I guess. Whatever, set Glow Up Bulb. I have no other plays. I don't want to give him the power of knowledge by summoning Glow Up Bulb and activating Where Art Thou. Even though it might have been the better play. He activates Trade In to discard his Dark Creator and then activates a Hero Lives. You guys know I'm not going to play against a Dark Law. Dark Law just wins against me. I have exactly one card in my entire deck that gets over Dark Law, and its name is Quasar. And I can't summon out Quasar without being able to use my Fables effects. And here we go. Remember Tie-Dye Till I Die, the guy who showed up in 2 different episodes of Fabled Quasar vs. the World? Check this guy out. King Pelagras doesn't even care. He's not even waiting until the next episode. Here he is again, back with his Cyber Dragons. Man, DN rated matchmaking, OP as heck. I'm forced to normal summon out the Raven and discard my Tuning Wear just because I need to make a play. But I can't make a play past 2 Pallades. Not 2 Pallades, past 2 Reagans. I'm actually thinking of running Constellar Pallades just for feels like this. He rips the Dark Hole, whatever. He uses Chicken Game's effect, which... Chicken Game is a weird card, because a lot of people don't read its effect at all. And actually, one thing that you might have missed is off the Pot of Duality, he revealed Royal Decree, so I know he's not playing any real back row. The reason why I know that is you don't play Royal Decree and back row unless you're freaking Mega Capital G and Boojin format, which is just the dumbest thing ever. I'm sorry, Mega Capital G, I love you, but don't play Royal Decree and real back row. It's just not worth it. Chicken Game is a weird card, as I was saying, because a lot of people just straight up don't know what it does. They just think it's the pay 1,000 to draw a card, which, I mean, it technically is. I mean, nothing wrong with that, but like, even at my locals, which are kind of like competitive, I want to say. By the way, this is the most broken 2-card combo in the game. 1-for-1 in Level Eater, if you have a Tuning Wear in deck. Sorry to get distracted. But people don't know that you don't take damage, and then you'll correct them, and they don't know. Like, this blew my mind. So I was at locals, right? And I was stalling some guy out with Chicken Game, and like, he had tried to attack before. I'm like, oh hey, you can't do damage due to Chicken Game. He's like, oh hey, let me read it. So he reads it, and then he proceeds to stall me out for like 2 or 3 turns. And at this point, I'm kind of like obligated to tell him. I'm like, hey, you know that you can destroy Chicken Game with its own effect, right? And he's like, oh yeah, I knew that. And then he proceeds to destroy it with its own effect and kill me next turn. But there, you might think that's a scrub play, what I did there. So I activated Trish's effect, right? And I got rid of his Gourds in Graveyard just so he can't, like, BLS me. I got rid of one of his back row, and I got rid of 1 card in hand, right? I didn't hit the Honest that I knew he had off of Duality, right? So, the reason why I attacked into it is so I wouldn't take damage. Because I knew next turn he would have destroyed Chicken Game, and I might have taken damage. But if I attack into this is going to sound like moon logic, but if I kill my own Trish on my turn by suiciding into Honest, I at least won't take damage. There I get that freaking super clutch Yuchi stack, 2 Dark World dealings. Thanks, freaking Yuchi. Whatever, I hope I get hard other cards here. Honestly, nothing I could have drawn would have helped me. Whatever, he goes for the swag play here and summons out Cyber Twin Dragon, so... Whatever, GG, man. This guy's a freaking OG, man. He showed up twice within 2 duels. Whatever, man. Back-to-back duels against King Pelagras. It's what we do. So I lose the Cyber Twin, draw, next card would have been Soul Charge. That would have been deader than dead. I would have liked it like 2 turns ago, but whatever. Couldn't make a play. My 1 play got freaking duped on. So here we're playing off against Masked Hero Roy. He activates Rhoda, and I'm on that quit button. I'm ready to get out of there if I see the hint of Dark Law. Turns out he's playing Lightsworn. He puts back Minerva, and he gets Raiden, which is what he should have gotten. He immediately Solar Recharges it away and mills 2, gets rid of that JD. Has a Wolf in hand, pitches it, and mills 2 Lumina. Easy peasy. He sets 3. I'm fully expecting those to be Breakthroughs or Needlebug Nest, which are the only 2 cards I know that Lightsworn plays for sure in the back row. Maybe they're Galaxy Cyclones, I don't know, maybe he's just waiting for me to pop them. I'm also going to assume that no matter how trash it is, I'm going to assume that that face down is... what do you call it? I don't even remember the name. Raikou. So I go for Clossless first, just to get more food in the grave for Soul Charge. Here I make a really kind of trash play. It's not trash, but I'm forced to go for it. I have to desynchro my Reagan into Librarian just so I can get 2 draws off of this next Reagan. Luckily Norden comes in clutch for me, and I'm able to draw the 1 card I need. There's that 1 card Quasar right there, boys. That Tuningware, that Lurie plus Chawa Formula Synchron. One of the best 2 card combos in the game, man. So I Synchro Summon for Trishula here, because I have the Soul Charge, so I have Quasar. So I might as well try and hit some of his back row first. So I take care of the JD in his graveyard, just in case he's playing like Monster Reincarnations. The face down was honest. And here you're going to see the most broken 2 card combo in the game, man. Glow-Up Bulb plus Tuningware is just so insanely OP. Because you can activate 1-for-1, discard the Glow-Up Bulb, get Tuningware from deck, right? Deck or hand, I should say. And then you can just mill and bring the Glow-Up Bulb back. Easy peasy. We had the double Quasar plus Trish to finish off. Hope you enjoyed, and if you did, leave a like. Thank you. Goodbye.